Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Granblue Fantasy Relink running on PlayStation 5.
Welcome back. Grand Cypher's good to go. Are you ready to leave?
Yeah, let's fly.
Let's fly.
The air currents have become unstable. Keep your wits about you.
So, are we really doing this? What's the plan?
I'm gonna rescue Roland.
We're going to rescue Roland.
Right on! Mission numero uno!
He's the reason we were able to save Lyria. Now it's our turn to repay the favor.
What if she just captures Lyria again?
The Grand Cipher.
I'm with you there. But this ain't gonna be a walk in the park, you know.
Bring it on. There's no turning back anyway.
Hang tight, Fix-It dude. We're a-coming for ya. Let's give it everything we've got.
A more fearless crew there never was.
Let us wish them well.
They're the perfect folks to defy primeval gods. Kinda glad it's them, and not me.
And so our debt to them grows heavier once more.
Well, enough yammering. We got our own work to do.
Seed Hall Airspace.
Yep. Oh.
Alrighty.
Catalina.
Not bad.
I got 32. Not much. Not much to play with.
Well, all right. Can't wait to try this out.
Got a second?
Hey, this is Roland's. Must have dropped it during all that hubbub at the castle. Be sure you return it to him whenever he gets back, eh?
Roland's Notes 8. This journal looks nearly brand new. The entries seem to be about Captain. You want to read the journal? Yeah, why not? Roland's Notes 8. If you're reading this, then I guess something must have happened to me. Lilith is powerful, to say the least. Anything short of a perfect plan won't be without its losses, but if sacrifices must be made, I want to be the one. I want to be the only one to take the fall. So, with that out of the way, I'd like to make an apology. The truth is, I used Captain. I couldn't go up against Lilith, not while she commanded the church. I needed my own pieces. When I saw Captain's combat skills in Temple, I knew I was in luck. Oops. I also knew you'd carry on the fight against Lilith, should I fail. Your crew's devotion to each other is the pillar that bolsters Captain's resolve. There's no evil that can sever your bonds. That's clear to me now more than ever. I was wrong to keep you in the dark. 600 years ago, I promised to protect all sky dwellers. After meeting you and your crew, it further proved that I was right to side with the skies. Traveling with everyone over these past days reminded me of the cherished bygone memories. It's been an honor adventuring with you all. Thank you for everything. Sincerely, Roland. Folka's Mr. Fix-It. You found a journal belonging to Roland, but you may find more out in the world by doing other quests. His entries are saved in the archives of Lyria's journal. Hang in there, Roland. We're on our way. You know what? We are going to return to town, and we're going to do a couple of those additional quests. Looks like I need to claim some mini quests as well.
Home before the store. Ooh, you better nab those limited items before they close. We have a wide selection of sigils. Stay safe out there, okay? Haha, let's kick some tail.
Let's see, blacksmith. I don't need the blacksmith. I need the quest counter.
Good day.
Alright, I said we'd look at some Fate episodes, and everybody has new stuff, so oh boy. Let's play some quests first.
What do you say? Will you best of luck?
Okay. I won't let you down.
Stay alert. Don't let anything get the jump on you. Look
Cue
alive!
the action.
We've got company!
Leave it to me. Thanks.
A bloom for envy.
Link and reach. Bane of the White Dragons, ready to tango.
Come, Crimson Sword. Am I alone?
It's all coming up, Bane.
What do you...
All secure! We should check the next area quick!
Hot, 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 hot.
Look
Cue
alive!
the action.
We've got company!
All wrapped up.
Can't keep up?
Teamwork, baby.
Very careful, okay?
Danger's my middle name. Now or never. Gotcha. I'm on it. We can't slow down yet. Right.
Ready to rock!
Cover me.
I've got it. You have my aid.
You rock, Captain. You too, Vane.
Don't play too hard now. What do you think? After me.
Eat this.
Fighting this
Thanks.
hard gives me wrinkles.
I'll trade you the Philosopher's Toner for a skin suit.
Leap and reach. We fight as one.
What do you think?
Let's roll. All secure! We should check the next area quick! If
What?
they wanna fight, they've got one!
Door and a little back after you. Eat this. Great teamwork.
Why not? I agree.
Take me instead. Oh yeah. Let's go.
Bury them.
Let me at it.
You guys are so cute!
a lot to me. Thanks. Let's patch you up. It's all coming up thing. Better up. Got it.
Super!
All right. No kidding. Meet and greet. It's up. Count me in. Let's keep it moving.
Who do you think I am?
Get behind me. I'm ready for action. I need backup.
Sure.
I love your work.
Thanks. Say more.
Now, let's take it home.
You take the lead.
We are at the top of our game.
Very well done.
Full party
Good.
Come, Crimson Thorn. No falling under my
You can take care of this area. The next zone awaits. If they
Cue
want
the
to fight,
action music.
they've got one.
I feel the power.
Yes!
A little backup. After you. Whoa. Epic.
What did you expect?
Oh yeah. Whoa. Now.
Let's get down here.
You got anything left?
Am I the founder of Alchemy? Better buckle up, kid. Come now.
Go time. To you.
The time is running.
I'm ready for action.
Let's roll. What do you think? Come join me.
Get behind me.
Am I alone?
Thank you. Door and on my mark.
You have my aid.
Like what you saw?
Up and drop. Cover me.
Sure.
Let's take it home. I got everything under control.
You're so dreamy, Mr. Nice.
What do you think? The road. Refreshing, isn't it? Can't keep up. A blue for
We got this.
Ready.
They're finished. Cagliostro, you're the best.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
I am your shield.
Take them down.
Let's do this.
Great work, everyone.
I appreciate that. Hey.
And I think that's everything. You were awesome out there.
Well, it didn't do very good.
Come on. Where's the challenge?
Alright, well, these give us stat boosts, so we should look at them.
Sometime after the commotion at Tempeal, life in Folca began to struggle towards normalcy. The breeze was soft and welcoming. I'd been blind to the city's charms before, focused as I was on rescuing Lyria from the Church of Avia. The sun watched over the victims of Furikin's rage as they raised new homes for themselves from the rubble. But once scars have set in, they are slow to fade. Here and there, the children of Tempeal labored with tools too large for their hands. I offered my aid, but the children said their work was their responsibility.
As long as you're sure you'll be okay.
Some distance away, a small boy burst into a red-faced fit. Lyria and I rushed over, hoping to be of help.
Oh, it's kind of a short one.
Don't try and stop me. I have to do this.
He hurled his words like stones as he whipped into a run. Concerned, I asked a nearby man about the boy. He explained that the boy's sister was ill, and the lad was after the remedy, an herb called Windcrest. The sickness was assumed to have died out hundreds of years ago, but had now returned to torment the child.
And if that's not enough, I heard the woods where Windcrest grows have turned into a monster den.
The boy had struck out alone. Folka had no soldiers to spare, for they were all dispatched to Tempeal for the reconstruction effort. No one was left to answer his pleas, but I would. In my heart, I vowed to bring back the child, and if possible, the herb too. I prayed only that I wasn't too late. Leave the front line to me.
A former knight of the Earth Empire, Catalina fights to protect Lyria. Wielding a magic sword, she's an adept warrior who adapts to any situation. Catalina creates various combos by using square and triangle. Repeatedly press triangle to unleash a sweeping slash attack. Pulling off combos fills the Ares gauge. Once the gauge is full, Catalina can summon Primal Beast Ares to boost her combos, skills, and skybound art.
Well, according to that old villager, this is the place we want to be.
Perfect. Keep your eyes peeled for Windcrest. Earth spirits. Strange. We didn't see any the last time we were here.
Seems like they're attracted to the wind crack.
Over here.
Let's finish them. We feel its power.
Yes. No more.
Doctor's in.
There now.
I'll finish this.
Prepare yourself.
Show 'em.
Scared of needles.
I need your hit them now.
All me.
Thanks for the support, Cagliostro.
Have it in a jar or put it up. Decisions.
Now's our chance. Perish. Let us press on.
Yes.
Such strength.
It doesn't seem like he's here. Let's retrace our steps and look somewhere else. Hey! I think I spied some Windcrest.
That's what's behind these tiny red dots? Okay, well. I might have run past like a million of them. You know, without even thinking about it.
Yeah, that should be more than enough.
We still haven't located the boy. What? Where is that coming from?
I don't know, but it can't be a good sign. We better hurry.
A golem. So that's what was behind the tremors.
Crap, it spotted us. Get ready for a fight.
Can you stop me? I'll protect you from anything. Prepare yourself. The time is right. Let's do it. We've still got a ways to go. Well said. What do you think? Come and get it.
Nice.
One fell blow. I need your power.
I heard Puritan's voice just now. I think that when Puritan covered this archipelago in storm, some of its power fused with the land. And the monster.
Isn't the end. Don't count me out. Fantastic. One fell blow. What do you think? Don't play too hard now. Prepare yourself. Stop inhibiting me.
Healing is on the way.
Yeah, I really haven't used charged her stats at all.
To the fight! One fell blow! Try this!
Can I get some of that Puritan juice too? This is going.
Can't afford to let it run free. Not while that boy remains missing. Just like we tried.
Here.
Now prepare yourself. They're all mine. It's over, Captain.
My turn now. Flame!
Shine as one. The exorcism. It's over.
We could have gone a
Do
little
it again.
easier.
I'll finish this. Here they come. Let's teach them some manners. You've met your match. What do you think? Prepare yourself. Healing life. There. No more. Beautiful art. Can't keep up. It's over. On me!
Take this!
On it, Lady! I'll finish this!
Is it safe now?
I recognize that voice. With a final death knell, the golem stilled. The boy crawled out from the tall grass, and I pressed the wind crest into his trembling hand.
Wow! Now I can save my sister! You're the best, lady!
He smiled at me, and with a great burden lifted from his shoulders, skipped the whole way back to Folka. As I watched his happy shuffle, I wished more joy and color into his life of toil, which had been covered by the dust of destruction.
Oh god, I haven't been giving him anything. What has he got? Tank power, garrison.
Good day.
We made medicine from the wind crest you picked. The doctor said Hazel looks better every day. This morning, she was able to get out of bed and do some drawing. She loves drawing pictures. Thanks again, Catalina. From Al.
And Hazel.
P.S. Please visit Folka when you have a chance.
Rack 'em.
Rackham, there you are. I've got huge news. Listen to this.
It was clear from Kent's smile that the repairs on the Nautilus were going smoothly, thanks to a mechanic friend of his. Well, ain't that something? I'd be lying if I said I wasn't impressed. Those parts weren't the easiest to work with. Not bad, Miss Mechanic.
Rackham, sir? My friend told me she got the parts from a traveling Skyfarer. Had 3-day-old scruff and a little swagger to him. Wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Huh. Well, I keep my scruff in an elegant chin strap. Thank you very much. Not sure I sounded very convincing, trying to play off his answer, but I'm a helmsman, not an actor. Ha, but just another performance or two, and the Nautilus would be skybound once more.
Why are little kids always running away from us?
While out running errands in Folka one day, I came across a crowd of people in the town square. But from the sounds of things, it wasn't a friendly get-together.
I hate you all! Mom, Dad, everybody in this stupid town!
The boy shouted angrily at the adults and took off running, right into me.
It's like we're playing Wonderful 101 again.
Jeez, watch where you're going, kid. And that's when I noticed the tears streaming down his face. He was clearly upset about something. Hey, you okay? The boy hopped to his feet without a word, shooting me a glare before sprinting away. One of the adults started to follow after him, but...
Please, Doctor, there's not much time.
the crowd stopped him in his tracks.
I can't just... No, you're right. My patients need me. Forgive me, Lev.
The man closed his eyes, muttered something to the townspeople, and ran off in the opposite direction. Wait, that kid was crying! You're not gonna go after him? I shouted after the man's back, but he either didn't hear me, or pretended not to. Then I felt a gentle hand on my shoulder.
I'm sure he wants to, sweetheart. You see, that boy is his son.
The boy's name was Lev. His father was a doctor, with many patients needing urgent care, so he had no choice but to ask the townspeople to find a son for him. I knew I should mind my own business. I couldn't get the poor kid's face out of my head. He was probably hiding somewhere all by himself, crying his eyes out. I understood all too well how painful it felt to be alone. When Master Sokka reached out to me, it changed my life forever. Maybe it was my turn to do the same for someone else. I turned to ask the crew if we could join the search, but they were already gearing up to head after him. It seemed we'd all had the same idea. Just you wait, Lev, I thought to myself. I was gonna find him and put a smile back on his face, even if it meant sticking my nose where it didn't belong. The villagers didn't seem too worried about Lev. According to them, he'd have to venture much deeper into the forest before encountering any monsters. But that wasn't the issue. It seemed like nobody wanted to talk about why he'd run off in the first place. It was an obvious cry for help, and nobody was helping. I went through the same thing back in the day. Even after I met my master, there were times when the loss of my parents was just too much to bear. I didn't go so far as to run from home, but I'd sit alone in the corner of my room, hugging my knees to my chest and crying. Whenever Master Sokka found me like that, he'd always perform a silly magic trick to cheer me up. Just like me, all Lev wanted was for someone to find him, to take his hand. So he went off on his own in the hopes that someone would come for him. I'm sure he knew it was selfish, but it was the only card he felt he had left. Do you think this means Lev doesn't want to live at home anymore? I had a feeling that wasn't the case. He's probably just going through a rebellious phase. Oh, that's when kids start arguing and acting out, right? Catalina told me it's pretty common. Did you have a phase like that? Lyria's question was innocent enough, but I was too embarrassed to admit that I'd ever gone off alone because I wanted someone to pay attention to me. Heck no! That's not something befitting of a grown lady like myself. So what if I told a little lie? Our biggest concern right now was Lev, who was out there, probably crying with his back up against some rough, silent tree. He needed a friend, and I was more than determined to be one for him.
Io is a young mage who aspires to be an elegant lady. She's able to cast long-range spells and heal the party with recovery magic. Square casts a ball of magic, whilst triangle hits a foe in a wide area. Her square is chargeable, and it grants her a Mystic Vortex orb. The number of orbs she has determines how high she can change her triangle attack to. Charging it up to max level is when the real magic happens.
This forest is as huge as ever. I sure hope Lev's okay. Come on! We gotta find him! And fast! Wait, we're still on the edge of the forest, right? What are goblins doing here? Leave it to me! There's no time to waste. We gotta find him. Watch out for the flyers! We're gonna need that magic of yours, yo! Monsters! Guess we'll just have to take them all out. I'm on it.
Refreshing, isn't it?
Come coming! Oh, come on! Just leave us alone already! Am I alone? Take that!
Crimson Gold can't keep up.
Just like that!
A bloom for any season.
Enough!
It's over!
Crimson there.
Like that, take that! Let's all alone out there! Come on! Look! There he is! Over there! I'm the one you want! Let's try to meet you!
Flash and fast! Take me instead!
Sparks will fly!
I'm on it!
Bury them.
Teamwork makes the dream work!
No kidding!
Thank you, dear.
Full bloom! It's over!
Fight harder. Care to join me?
You got it!
You're finished. I love watching you work.
You're a lifesaver!
A bloom for any season. I will love you tender. Come and get it.
We fight it just like that!
What do you think?
Don't worry, they're gone now. You okay?
Yeah, thanks.
We were lucky we found Lev when we did, or he would have been Monster Chow. But before we could talk to him, the town watch came hurrying over.
Lev, your parents are worried sick about you. Come on, let's go home.
Lev looked away, ignoring the old man's outstretched hand. I could imagine how he was feeling, being treated like he was selfish and immature, when all he wanted was someone to sit down and talk to. The man sighed and scratched his head in frustration.
Your mom and dad are fine people. Try being a little more considerate, okay?
Lev immediately bristled at those words, breaking his silence.
What do you know? This is all your fault!
Knocking the man's hand out of the way, he turned and ran deeper into the forest. It was like watching a scene from my own past, but I wished he'd get a grip already. The deeper he went into the forest, the more likely he was to get attacked. We had to hurry. Need something? We all split up to search for Lev so we could cover more ground. I didn't see any trace of him at first, so I thought I must have gone the wrong way. But then I noticed footprints that looked like someone had slipped over a nearby ledge. And sure enough, when I peeked down, I saw a familiar figure sitting hunched over, knees to his chest. He looked a little scraped up, but didn't seem to be hurt badly. I was just glad I managed to find him still in one piece. When I told him I was a Skyfarer, he immediately burst into tears of relief. I could tell he was upset with the villagers about something, and that's why he couldn't be honest with them. But as an outsider, I thought I might have a chance. Watch closely. I'm gonna cast some special magic just for you. It was time for one of my master's patented magic tricks. I showed Lev my empty palm before covering it with a handkerchief. I flung the cloth away, and voila! There was a piece of candy in my hand.
Wow, candy!
Here, you can have it. After devouring the candy, he finally calmed down.
Thanks.
Normally, that would have been enough to lift any kid's spirits. But his face fell again as quickly as it had lit up. I guess he really doesn't want to go home. I decided I wouldn't leave him until there was a smile back on his face.
Another episode.
While we were still deep in the woods, I decided to ask Lev up front. Why did you run away? He hesitated at first, but after seeing that I was serious, he started to open up.
My mom and dad used to work as doctors in Tempeal.
Back then, all had been well with their family. But when Furikin went berserk, they lost their home and ended up moving to Folka. That was when things started to fall apart. His parents began to spend all of their time tending to patients who were affected by the disaster, with hardly a moment's rest. Lev watched as his mom got paler and the black circles under her eyes grew darker and darker. He begged her to take a break, but it was no use. Eventually, she collapsed from overwork.
I told her she wouldn't be able to help people anymore if she got sick. She just wouldn't listen to me.
And here I thought he was just a kid going through a rebellious phase. That wasn't the case at all. That's really grown up of you, Lev. You're just worried about your mom and dad, huh?
Yeah.
After hearing Lev's explanation, I finally understood how he felt. I knew how hard it was watching people you cared about pushing themselves too hard. I couldn't stand to see my master doing it either. And that's exactly what was going through Lev's mind. He wasn't being selfish. Everything he did, it was because he loved his parents.
After the visit, we made our way to a tavern. We could hear the rain beating down on the establishment. It was still day, but the sky was dark as night. Garzeda ordered the stiffest drink they had and downed it in one gulp.
My friend once showed me a flower and said that each one symbolizes something. At the time, I didn't get it, and I had other things on my mind, so I never bothered looking it up.
He shook his head, saying that he wished he had treasured those small, everyday moments with her. Each word struck me like a blow, reminding me of my own failures.
How am I supposed to live with this regret? It's like the storm outside, pounding on me until I give in and let it sweep me away.
I mulled over his question for a while before opening my mouth. I'm not the right person to answer that. Only your friend knows.
But how? She's...
So I told Garzeda about my wife, and about the agony of losing her. All the things I'd hoped for, things we could do as a family, were no longer possible. The chasm of remorse threatened to swallow me whole. I couldn't imagine things getting better. Not then, not ever. But I was still alive. Unlike my wife, I still had a future. Didn't that obligate me to move forward, to find meaning in being left behind, and try to fulfill what she wanted for me? Didn't that apply to Garzeda? You want me to go with you? To find that flower, I mean? Maybe finding it would give him the answers he needed.
During our stay in Seed Hollow, a certain request made its way into our hands. We were to inspect sightings of a mysterious young girl near the Seed Hollow Castle.
You don't think think she's a ghost, do you?
I put a hand on Lyria's shoulder to comfort her, and asked the client for more details. According to reports, the young girl appeared to be looking for something. Workers helping with the castle's restoration effort would attempt to approach her, but she would vanish before they could get close. Each sighting would spook another handful of builders, until there weren't enough hands to complete repairs. By all accounts, it seemed to be a ghost. Of course, I couldn't admit that to Lyria. It was not uncommon for spirits to take refuge in ancient ruins or castles, and play tricks on any unfortunate souls passing by. They were almost never malicious, even friendly sometimes. However, we couldn't take our chances. I just wished we had more information to work with. There was something familiar about this story. I just couldn't quite put my finger on it.
Oh, I'm surprised she doesn't have another episode. Oh, and this is the ghost.
We made another pit stop in Seed Hollow, which gave me the chance to check up on Malfira and her progress with the blanket. Lyria and Vern came with me, and their eyes lit up when they saw her intricate embroidery, just like mine did that first sunny day. Though I hadn't known Malfira for very long, I felt a kinship with her, and I liked to watch her determination evolve with each new stitch. But most of all, I liked that her kind smile, maternal and comforting, was always able to put me at ease. I'd never met anyone so genuine. In fact, nor had my pets.
Who's a spooky boy? Yes, you are.
Malfira playfully scratched behind Beppo's ears. The mood was light, so I decided to learn a little more about my friend. I noticed you're in the Central Plaza quite often.
More or less. I don't have much else to occupy my time. Not with that silly boy still playing in the sand.
Malfira's partner was a geologist on dispatch in Dolly, an extended dispatch, it seemed. Dolly was an island of deserts, with bitterly cold nights. To Malfira, a cozy blanket seemed the perfect way to combat the harsh environment.
Maybe it won't be necessary. He's coming back for a visit on the Airbus next month, and I'm about to burst with excitement.
Her joy should have been infectious. Try as I might to put on a brave face, my heart sank at her words. The Airbus from Dolly? Of course. Which will it be?
Okay, did I do all these?
Here are the details. We're counting on you.
Then we can do the rest of the fates tomorrow. Or the ones that we've unlocked so far.
Yeah, I was born ready. Last chance to run, bad dudes.
This place has never been safer. Looks like we've got guests. Go give them a big welcome.
Drawn to my garden.
Little backup.
You insist.
Great teamwork.
Please fight back.
Don't let him escape. Just keep coming. We'll show him who's boss.
It's go time. Door to the head.
Now
Call me.
they didn't see that coming.
I guess so. Cover me. Right. Let's take it home.
The passion of youth is intoxicating.
Clean and real.
Just keep coming. We'll show 'em who's boss.
Hey. Take them down.
Let's go! Let me at him!
Getting started. That was sublime.
Aw, I appreciate that! Here's dessert! Now, coward! While evil walks, justice never sleeps.
Who do you think I am?
Door and get him!
Fine.
Wide open! Great assist!
Aren't I the best?
Up and drop! Now or never! Right. I got everything under control.
You're so dreamy, Mr. Knight.
Now's our chance.
Then wait on me!
Just keep moving.
It's all coming up big. Door and go! Eat this!
I'd expect no less from the primal.
As I would expect no less from the founder of alchemy. What do you think?
Decimate! All together!
Shall we?
Cagliostro, you're the best!
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Leap and reach!
Full blue, unfurl your fluff.
I feel the power! Let's do this!
It was a pleasure dancing with you.
Pleasure was all mine. It's up! Take this! You guys rock! Yep, perfect. Leap and reach! I need backup! Great assist!
Just keep coming. We'll show 'em who's boss.
Door and go! Get him! Let's take it home! That attack was a work of art. Up and drop! Let's go! You're all mine! You can't slow down yet!
Of course.
It's all coming up big! It's up! Let's do this!
Indeed.
All wrapped up! Up and drop!
What do you think?
Let's end this!
Wow. Like what you saw?
Leap and reach!
Yeah, we did it.
And that, my friend, is how it's done.
Okay, well, we stop it there. This is Apostrophe. You've been watching Granblue Fantasy Relink, running on PlayStation 5. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.